Hi guys, my name's Will. I've never done this before, so if it's shit, then whatever. What I'm going to do is a series of videos, kind of saying about, giving you some advice about auditions, acting, philosophy as well. For those actors out there who are trying to do auditions for drama school, I know how hard it is. This is a video kind of saying all the stuff that I wish that I knew 3 or 4 years ago when I did my auditions. And there's people out there doing their MA auditions. I'm doing them as well, so I really feel for you. I'm just going to give you some kind of advice. To give you a little bit of a context of where I am, I'm currently at uni. It's alright, you know, it's not drama school. I don't get 35 hours a week. I think it's the best thing for me. I think 3 or 4 years ago, when people said at drama school, get some life experience, I was like, bollocks to you. But going to uni now really makes me appreciate what they meant. Uni, you get to go out, you get to do stuff for yourself, you get to live on your own, you get a lot of time for yourself, socialise, whatever. At drama school, I don't know, maybe you guys who are at drama school could tell me wrong, but I don't think you get that amount of time to socialise and kind of get what it feels like to be in real life, in a way. So I think there's a lot of benefits of going to uni. Benedict Cumberbatch did it. He did like a BA in Manchester, and look where he is now. He went to Lambda for an MA, so it does actually work. You don't have to do a whole 3 years at drama school to get to be an actor. These videos are just kind of a personal experience for me, and it's kind of teaching you guys what I've learned along the way. To give you a little bit of context, I auditioned for this year for BSA, Birmingham, GSA, Guildford, Royal Welsh and Drama Centre. I've got that one coming up, and I've had offers from Birmingham and Guildford. I've got a final recall at Wales, and I've still got to do my audition for Drama Centre, so I've been really lucky. My first point is research where you want to go. Research where you want to go, because each drama school offers something very, very different. If you prefer to do physical training, voice training, screen acting, classical acting, you need to look at what you prefer, where you'd prefer to go. If you turn up to an interview or audition and they say, why do you want to come here? And you say, because it was the cheapest, they are not going to have you. You need to know your stuff. You need to do your homework about the course and the school and say why it suits you. I'm into Meisner, I work quite well with the other person, so I learn through listening and responding. And GSA are quite hot on that, and also I know Drama Centre are as well. I'm not sure about all the others. Find out what works for you and what school works for you, what sounds fun as well. Drama Centre do an 8-week course in Russia. Fucking great, you know. If you can say that in an interview, you show that you know your knowledge about that school and what they offer. Number 2, read new plays. Cannot stress this enough. Read some new plays, because you're showing the initiative that you take your job seriously, your future career seriously. If you're reading a lot of plays, you're getting that knowledge from all these playwrights and all these different monologues that you can use in those auditions. Just read some fucking plays. You cannot do a monologue from DNA, The Curious Case of the Incident of the Dog in the Night Time, anything that you've learned in GCSE or A-level drama, The Crucible. It's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. They want to see you that have gone out of your way to read some plays and have picked one that's right for you, your age and your gender, and you can perform that. In an interview audition as well, they will ask you what's your favourite play and why. If you say something obscure because you've seen something on stage and you've read it, that's great. I went to see The Ferryman recently, and I then read all of Jez Butterworth's work because I think he's a great writer, and my final monologue for my audition ended up being from a Jez Butterworth play. Just shows how good that is. Just read some fucking plays. Number 3, see some plays, see some theatre. Okay, I also can't stress how important this is. You're all students. You should all be students. £5 tickets for the RSC, £10 tickets for the National Theatre. You haven't got an excuse not to see any plays. You need to be in that creative environment. If you can't make it on the train, go and see something local at your local theatre. Go to the cinema, see National Theatre stuff live. That's always great. because after a while you start to get critical of what you like and what you don't like. Also, if you see some acting on stage that you really like and really enjoy, you can steal that monologue, steal that bit of the speech, steal that emotion that you found a connection with. So I went to see Network with Bryan Cranston in yesterday, and honestly, that was something else. He was awesome, and I'm probably going to steal some of his stuff that he did. Also, at your auditions, you will get asked, what have you seen recently in the theatre? And if you come out and if you say, I went to see Wicked when I was 10. I ain't going to cut it. They are looking for you to take the initiative and say, I went to see something last week that was actually really good. It was at the Midlands Arts Centre. It's something really obscure, but it was really enjoyable. I really connected to it. You're showing you've got an opinion about stuff. You're showing that you've got a critical opinion, and they want to see that. They want to see that you're engaged and you're surrounding yourself in this creative environment. Even if it's shit, tell them it's shit. Tell them it was awful. Don't tell them it was shit, but tell them it was awful because you didn't connect with that and you thought that bits didn't work. They'll love that. They can have a conversation with you about that, and it shows that you know your stuff. Number 4, review your philosophy. This sounds really pretentious, but it's not. You need to sit yourself down and ask yourself, do I want to be an actor? And do I have what it takes? Do I want to be an actor? And give up everything. Because if your answer is, maybe not, it's not for you. You need to be so sure that that's what you want to do, and so sure that you're ready to give everything else up. Having doubts. If I asked you a question now, and if I asked, if you don't get into drama school, what would you do? What would you do as a job? And if you came up with, I could teach for a little bit and maybe give up. But you haven't got that determination, that mindset. You need that mindset, honestly. It sounds shit, but it's right. Last year, I knew 100% that I wanted to be an actor. I made my decision that is what I want to do, and I'm ready to give everything up to be an actor. You just go to auditions and think, if I don't get in, it's fine, because I can fall back on that degree that I've got, or that career that I potentially might have. You're not going to get in. There's not much at stake. There's nothing at stake. You won't give it 100% in that audition. Number 5, get yourself involved. Get yourself involved. I mean, go to your local drama club, society, do some choir singing, whatever. You need to keep yourself topped up. Acting is like a muscle. You train it, it gets bigger, it gets stronger. If you don't train it, if you leave it, it gets limp and it gets weak. Most of the stuff that I've been doing in my local theatre workshop back at home has come up in my auditions. Great. Like, I'm already ahead of most people that are in that audition. If you get in this creative environment where you're doing improvisation, script work, screen work, you're already 1-2 steps ahead of everyone else in that room. Get yourself involved. If you think Gary Oldman does not go to any kind of training or keeps himself topped up with his acting, you are wrong. If you neglect your acting, it will get tired and samey. Keep yourself within that creative environment. That's it for this video. I'll upload another one very, very soon with another 5 top tips how to get into drama school. Stay sweet.